coming back to One Direction and looking at it after 10 years, did you expect 10 years ago? Is this where you wanted to be?
I was thinking about this the other day because I can remember in interviews, people would always be like, oh, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? And it definitely was not here, like 100%. It's the most random thing. And I mean, you know, from my side, I can only say thank you really to all of our amazing fans for putting us into this. And, you know, for all of the love it, adoring One Direction, for all the love that's been since, you know, we've all gone solo and done our own thing. I mean, it's just amazing. And to think that we've even, I think there was some sort of record that we broke for each of us having a song in the top 40 in America or something.
Yeah.
So it might have been big. I can't really remember, but you can't take those moments for granted because they just don't happen. You know, seeing the worldwide trend starting from yesterday and whatever else, and seeing that the love for us is still there. Like I say, I mean, most people struggle to hold a job for 10 years. It's crazy. So for me, I just feel so thankful to be here.
You remember like the first impressions you had of like each of the boys when you first got put together? Do you remember that day where you just like, oh, here we go?
Well, I mean, at first, I don't know why, but it was so confusing to me that Niall was from Ireland because I just was thinking, how's this going to work? He's from like a whole other country. Like he's not even nearby. Like how is this going to happen? And then I remember we had a conversation straight off the bat that was like, we decided that we would measure each other's height because that's what it would be in photographs of who would be in the middle. Which, I mean, it's just like, you know, it's really, we were so young though, you know what I mean? You don't think you know everything at the time, but, you know, and when we very first got together and went down to Harry's house to rehearse, we hadn't really got the heart to tell each other who should sing what bit or making like cutthroat decisions because everyone's trying to find their place.
Yeah.
So we all just used to sing in unison, which was the most horrible thing I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy to be involved in this group of really rowdy boys. For me, I'd never really had that many like loud guys. Like all my mates are quite quiet.
Right.
And then like look at Louis and Zayn together in a room. And gee, I mean, you know, it just used to go off all the time. I remember being in hotel rooms and plates are being thrown out the window and mattresses being down the stairs. And, you know, it was really a crazy, crazy time and a lot to get used to. And for my head, at least, I was a bit too grown up in that sense. I needed to kind of grow down and just have a little bit of fun because that's what it was all about. And in the end, that's what everybody, you know, tied in with the band. It was more about this freedom and having fun and like, oh, what would you do if you were in this position sort of thing.